Dos Vidania, my perestroika-loving friends. I'm Colonel Failure, and this is Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. And once again, we're following a trolley bus. Well, it's one of two types of vehicle we could follow that would potentially be interesting. And there you go. It's sparking its way out towards the oil refinery town area housing estate, and we're moving through quite a lot of trees. Because a while ago, well, I mean, 2 episodes ago, I did tree this area, and now it's well and truly treed, isn't it? Yeah, you've got a spruce growing through your window in that way that Uncle Lenin would be pleased with, or some such. Anyway, things are largely operational. What have we got going on here? 200, let's say. Oh, it's over 200 now. 200 to 500 people working in the refinery. Loving your work. That's all jolly good. We are getting through fuel pretty quickly. We've got a nice store of bitumen, so in a reasonably short amount of time there will probably be a solid argument to be, I don't know, setting up a second train to export that stuff, I guess. The ideal will be, of course, that we just have more people working in the refinery until we can... interesting. I was about to say adequately drain the tank, but the tank is pretty draining at the moment. Oh, golly. Interesting. Where's the oil train? Oh, you see, I'm getting a bit sidetracked. This is not the meat and the bones and potatoes of today's episode. No, that's something else. But inquiring minds wish to know. Well, fundamentally, they wish to know that I haven't cut off the oil department in Dallas from electricity. As long as it's still working. No, we're still pumping away. What have you got in there? Not much. Okay, where's the train? I don't know. Where'd you leave it? Probably in the station somewhere. There it is, look. How you doing? Oh, oh, crikey, it's not filling up very quickly, is it? Well, actually, it is filling up quite quickly. What have we got in the reserves? Oh, tons. Absolutely loads. Right, a second oil train is warranted, but not today. No, we're not going to do that today. That can just carry on its merry way for now, because we have a slightly more pressing matter, and that is ensuring that our people are happy. Okay, so I was doing the fly-in here, and this is the first time I've actually seen some of the building work kind of complete. I had not observed that the lump was this severe previously that I'd created. I mean, look at it. It's very obviously man-made, but heck, I mean, it gets the job done, doesn't it? So that's all good. Anyway, yeah, we're going to turn our attention to making sure that we're fulfilling the requirements of this happy bunch of people here. Now, some of them are going to be a little better than others. What are we working on here? 150 can't go to church. I can't help you with that. 104 don't do culture. 114 can't go to the pub. Right, okay, well, we can fix that. Oh, hold on. I think this might fall under path the heck out of the place. Maybe in a little... Where are all of you people going? Are you all going to school? Flipping not... Look at the... They are all going to school. Crumbs. All right, well, there is clearly demand for another school, so let's do that more or less immediately. I think a school in or near the conveyor belt would be jolly good fun. I don't know if it'd be a good learning environment, but it'll be valuable to someone. I don't think I've got the space, but let's figure that out by trying it out. Where's the school? All right, somewhere around here would be super. I realise you're on a slightly different elevation to the road there, so that's not going to fly. Now we've got one school there. We could put another one in here. I mean, it's an easy fit, so it might not be a bad idea. And actually, if that means that students from these kind of areas end up over here, then that's all good. Let's get it as close to this housing facility as possible and wang it in. Yeah? We wang in? We're wanging. Wang away. All right, good. Right, that should be one problem at least alleviated, if not solved. I'm even going to put paths in straight away, because the important bit is not having to revisit this later, because my services are lacking. If there's one thing you can't say is that I leave services lacking. Good. Right. Now, you're going to need a road, aren't you? I don't think. Let's do a speculative piece of smoothing here and see if they pop out. No, well, they won't pop out if you pay for it with money. No, see, look, no, they teleport. That's all good. I mean, the only thing they can't do is go somewhere and refuel, which is possibly a problem. But I can still make use of them for the time being. I'm just going to need to hook them up with a road, probably shortly after I bulldoze that. Yeah, I know, I'm going to bulldoze it again. We all knew this was inevitable, but, you know, it's always sad when the time goes. So I was just kind of colouring that in brown, just for reasons. Right, okay, the school has had a moment to think about itself. How are we doing? Still, it's overcrowded, but how's the other one? That one's as bad as it was before, arguably, because there's not enough teachers there now. So once some of these people have got a bit of training, you never know. Right, okay, what next? Sport. Football. Oh, they've got no one works there. And I reckon nobody works there because there's no access to it. Okay, alright, that's fine. I evidently did miss the path the heck out of the place. Part of the mission from last time around. Oh, have I not left enough room to actually connect the football pitch to anywhere useful? Oh, we might be able to get this round here. It's not a good connection, though, is it? We may have to bulldoze the football pitch, because right now it's a private facility for these two blocks, and none of them are interested. It's probably because no one's working at the moment. No. What else could we do here? Yeah, that's terrifically helpful. Well done. No. I can make that work. Go on then, prove it. Alright, well, we'll get rid of those, because, they're not doing anything. Right, and then we take this one. Yeah. Oh, you have made it work. You clever sausage. Thank you. No, you really are. You are the cleverest of sausages. Good. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what you like to hear about your basic meat-based products, is that they're clever. Right, okay, well, that's a start. Good. Can we do a bit more over here? I mean, you know, I'm going to spam the heck out of this with trees once it's largely complete, so, you know, it doesn't really matter. Let's get rid of these. Doesn't really matter how ugly it is in the short term. Trees will take care of business. Football. Good. Opiate for the masses there. Right, okay, that's good. Right, what else do you want? I've given you sport. Go play some football. There's not very much football, though, is there? I don't care about that. I'm only the football provider. Right, I want some culture. Flipping culture. All right, well, I could stick another cinema in, I suppose. Actually, do they have shopping? Not for quite a way. Although, what is that? That's a shopping centre. They have shopping. Right. Cinema, yes. Or, well, let's. Where can we put a pub that is a compelling locale? En route to the football. The two do tend to go hand in hand. Yes. Well, you are a smidge far away from this lot. Yeah, but I'm probably going to have to give that lot their own facilities anyway. Alright, okay, well, go for it then. There we are, have that. Well, and start giving them their own facilities. We'll call this one the student bar, so, you know, as long as people enjoy drinking near or in the vicinity of students, they should be grand. Right, okay, good. Next, cinema, yeah. I mean, this is, of course, a very effective way of rinsing my flipping cash, which is, you know, it's getting lower. I do have the means to actually make some money. I'm speculating as to where this might fit. Oh, In the Shadow of the Power Plant, which is the movie that we're going to be showing on the opening weekend. All right, if we stick that in there, it might be advisable to stick a road in first. No. Advisable is not a word that we tend to dwell on too much in this dojo. See, you're gonna need to get rid of that level crossing, man. Well, I can't. You can if you get rid of that. But I don't want to get rid of that. We need that so that they can go and work in the power plant. There you go. Do that instead. Now they can still work in the power plant and we can build a road. Because roads mean progress. Right, okay, bang this end down here. Hold on. What are you actually building this parallel to? Anything, or are you now going completely freeform? Remember, we're trying to build a cubist wonderland here, so... Well, there isn't really much to make it. I'm going to make it parallel to the cinema. Well, I mean, there are a number of... I mean, you could have gone down there. Yeah. I would have left a bit of room. This is still leaving a bit of room. No, we're going that way. All right. Well, it's ugly, and you're not even done that right. I've done it right enough. Oh, okay, fine, fair enough. Carry on. Right, sling this out here. So I think we're going to end up making this kind of a bit of a what's the word I'm after here? An amenities hub. Is it? Well, sort of. Yeah, it's certainly within the ballpark of being an amenities hub. Hang on, see if we can fit something in there that they'll find useful. Because we've got to keep these people cheerful, or I'll turn me back for 5 minutes and they'll all leg it across the border. And that's not going to do us any favours at all. Hospital. Where's the nearest one then? Because you moved the hospital. You let people get awfully ill. It's over there. It's not a million miles away. What's the queuing situation like? Oh, it's fine. 2 whole patients. Yeah, well, a part of the reason there's 2 whole patients is because they can only arrive by ambulance. Yes. Well, okay. Well, they'll be fine. If they're not using up everything that we've got, then I'm not building them any more of it. Shall we? How's the pub looking? No bar staff. See, here's the thing. I wouldn't have thought that we were demanding too high a qualification to act as bar staff, but I guess we are. Right, a kindergarten. Let's do a kindergarten. Now I know you're not wrong. I definitely am playing this one just a little bit fast and loose, but that's just up until we get ourselves established here. Okay, now look. I just want to tell you that you put a reasonable amount of effort into making this all slightly organised. So don't start sticking everything in at wacky angles. Yeah, all right. I'll allow you a wacky angle there because you haven't left yourself enough room to do a completely straight line. Yeah, bang down there. Get this in here as well. No, that one doesn't work. All right, try getting rid of that, and then try it again with this one. Now, I don't think that necessarily helps too much, but it might help a little bit. Helping a little bit is better than not helping at all. Right, and then if we were to grab from about there, and yeah, there, aha, see, look, now that's acceptable because that makes this all start to feel like there is some kind of plan. I mean, it's not a great plan, actually. That's looking pretty good. It is. You've created a parallelogram. Congratulations. You must be so proud. Thank you. Where's my certificate? Right, okay, now then, let's bung this on about here, unless I can get it in the corner there, which is unlikely. When you say unlikely, you mean not going to happen. Alright, well, maybe down here is not the best place for it. Maybe up near the cinema. Drop the kids at kindergarten. Go and watch the latest Eisenstein. Yes. Let's... ooh. I don't know what I feel about that. Not good, largely. I think we'll sling this in here. Alright, back in onto the school then. Yep, that's right. That way the kids who are bullied in school can go and bully some kindergartners and feel a little bit better about themselves. Not that we advocate for such things, of course. No, that would not be a good thing to advocate for. Just say no to bullying their children. It's not wise, but that's okay. This is not a channel for children. No, naughty. Right, okay, that's viable. It'd be lovely to be able to squeeze a path down there. When you say lovely, you're assuming that it's not going to try and connect to something. Oh, what a drag. Yeah, you might be able to do it, though, if you go to this path. I think that path was you. Don't delete the building. No, you see, I think we might be able to do that. Yeah! And then this. No! Pity. Still practical, though. No, can't be done. All right. Well, look, you have granted more people. No, they're all going in both the back and front door at school, which is odd, but permissible. And we've got some children in their kindergarten. Good. That should cheer them up a little bit. All right. What else are they belly aching about? I don't think we've gone through the next reporting period yet. Although Only 50 cities... Oh, no, the number of people participating in sport is dropping regularly. 18 workers can't go because there's no kindergarten. There is now. Culture. I've switched the culture. Look, the culture's here. And an awful lot of people can go and watch it. I don't know if it's any good, but you can go and watch it. Alright, what else might they find amenable? Another shop. Another pub. What? I mean, are you just now slinging stuff in for the sake of slinging stuff in? Yeah, I want them all happy and working. Is that so much to ask? Is it really so much to ask? Well, no, I suppose not. Yeah, right, it's called workers and resources, right? I've done some resources. Now I'm doing some workers, and they will flipping well work without belly aching. This is not a good locale for this. Come on, man. Just... yeah, all right, I suppose. All right, yep, keep moving. Right, now, once we've got this kind of moving in the right direction, we will go and have a look at the other side and see how that's getting on. Because we've basically got two sets of constituencies to deal with now. No, two sets of constituents. Constituency is where they reside. All right, smarty pants. Right, let's give that a bit of path as well. That's all good. Got a kindergarten. I think the kindergarten will pack out relatively quickly, but we are now supplying the educational demands for this quarter. In fact, we should be supplying all demands for this segment here. We now need to kind of turn our attention to this lot. Right, what's your problem? No culture, no pub. I built a pub, and no one is in it. Right? Hospital, it's over there. Next. Sport is an acceptable concern to have. All right, we'll do Go Sports Team from the university. The university sports field is where you can go and amuse yourselves and keep yourselves in fine shape, ready for the next revolution, which will eventually occur. In fact, we've already had a revolution. It was great. Everybody's happy now. There are no problems. Anyone who says otherwise, well, you should expect a trip to KGB headquarters. Right, bang that in there. Now, I'm going to give them a tennis court as well, because they're university students and they expect more. They shouldn't expect more, they should expect the same as everybody else. So I'm going to actually move the tennis courts over here and dub them the People's Tennis Courts. The noble tennis courts of the people. Well within range of the coal storage, which makes it even more valuable. You can see the hard work of the people while you are banging around the people's tennis ball. Right, good. We've only got one tennis ball. Remember to share. This is an awful location for this. Thank you. It is a well thought out. It's not well thought out. I mean, look, these people are coming to play tennis. I put it to you, it is well thought out. I think they're desperate. That they may be. Right, okay, let's put that in there. Right, let's have a look and see how this school's doing. You still massively overloaded? Not anymore. Now it's working. Good. People have realised that they have some choices. This is a small store, and it's full of small customers. We probably want a larger store. There's a cinema. You've got access to culture, you ruddy ingrates. Stop going, oh, there's no culture. If by culture you mean flipping football, I've done it. You've got football as well. And culture. I'm doing everything for you. And you will be semi-grateful for it. Now, I need to get this onto there, because this is going to form a bit of a... It's not too sharp a turn, though, is it? It's called a right angle. We've had those in the West for some time, you know. They're really rather effective. No, yeah, there. Alright, just do it that way. Yeah, you see, now people can go places on foot. And they like going places on foot. They are arguably happier going places on foot than they ever were when I offered them public transport to go places. They looked at the public transport and poured scorn upon it. And didn't use it properly. Right, no, that's a coal processing plant, and it seems to be working absolutely splendidly. What are your collection of problems? Meat. Oh, okay. Well, that should be a quick fix. In fact, we can probably build another slightly larger shopping centre. I don't want to go for the full beans shopping centre. A small one should suffice for this small population area. We'll build a Tesco Metro next to the university and rinse them for what remains of their loan. Right. Here we go. Obviously, there are no loans here because all education is state funded. Rather than saddling people with 50 grand's worth of debt, no, we end up with what is commonly known as an educated workforce. And all it costs us is, well, most of the money in the bank. There we are. That's a good way to go. Right, there you go. That's all helpful. Now, hopefully, I mean, it's going to need a minute or two to kind of kick in, but hopefully this will resolve most of the concerns that these fine people had. Stick that in there. The reason for excessive pathing, I know you know why I'm doing it, but I'm telling you as well. That way it spins a narrative. Is that, you know, if it can... They all got off the bus, they're going to university. Although, saying that, university wasn't really a problem. We had people going to university previously. And arguably, I'd say that we've got quite a lot of staff for not many students. But that's fine. An educated population is one that will figure out a faster way to escape over the border. Flipping heck, there's a lot of people moving. Where the heck are they? They can't all be... They're going to school. Alright. What you're telling me... I'm picking this up on my specialist glorious leader kind of thought camera. I've got one of those, you know. Is that you want another school. Now, I'm not convinced that this is a good place for it, but this is probably where I'm going to build it. Come on. If you say you're going to flatten the thing, flatten the thing. Now, I'm not certain I can actually get a school on the end of there, but I thought it might be worth a punt. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you've definitely punted there. Oh, new vehicle type, and it looks like a crane. It's, your comrades from the nearby Very Free People's Republic introduce a new type of vehicle. Available to purchase with rubles. It's a W50 crane. Splendid. The follow-up to the very successful W49, which was, in itself, a triumph. But the new one is a masterclass in magnificent engineering or something. And so that should make people even more cheerful than they already were. And let's face it, they were pretty flipping cheerful. Right, I'm going to bang this in here. Yeah? Yeah. Alright. Good. Do you think we're going to need another kindergarten as well? Oh, I reckon there's a fighting chance that you will. Okay, well, we can probably make that happen. What building is this? You know, you should probably learn to recognise some of these, but it's a shopping centre that you built 3 minutes ago. Thank you. Good. Yes. Good. I knew that. I was just testing. Yeah, weren't you just? Alright, stick down there. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, oh, you can spin around there as well. And we've even got people coming from here to come to school over there. Obviously, we're at the top of the leaderboards for the SSCE. That's the Soviet Secondary Certificate of Education. Yeah. Don't know if that's the thing or not, but it is now. I just made it. And as glorious High Ruler, or whatever title they bestow on people these days, then that's all good. The only thing I do know is I'm not going to be first against the wall come the revolution. Because I'll have the wall knocked down with my bulldozer. Right, I'm going to stick another football pitch in. More opiate for the masses. Because the masses flipping love opiate. And that'll buck their ideas up a little further. Now, can I get you... What do we got there? That's a truck. It's not a very interesting truck. I'll take it under advisement next time I'm truck shopping. But for the moment, I'm not really truck shopping, so you know, I'm thrilled to bits that there's a new model on the market. You're as bad as Westerners for trying to flog me things, but right now I'm good for trucks. Thanks. Right, stick down there. Yep. I mean, this is a more athletic footpath for those who want to work their quads before they go out and kick it into the back of the net and yell goal. in a magnificent Soviet voice. Yeah. Right, okay, this is looking promising. Now, what else are we missing here other than the 150 grand I've spent since starting this endeavour? We've got a small store, that's nice. We've got the trolley bus depot, we've got the school. Okay. Well, look, every new school that is built will suck up students from one of the other schools, alleviating the pressure on that establishment. This bar's going. This shopping centre's got a bit of action. It's all students staffing that one. It's filled with nothing but Twiglets and Pepper Army. And then over here is a kindergarten, and that's got space galore. Right. None of you people should be griping about anything. 183 citizens can't go to church. 64 can't go to a pub. Where's your nearest pub? Is that it? No. That's a kindergarten. Similar, but not the same. There's a pub. Do they have access, though? Yes. Do they? No. Right. So if you were to give them access to that, they would possibly... I mean, it's a bit of a stretch goal here, but they would possibly stop belly aching about it. Okay, right. Well, get rid of that. And swing that in there. And here they all come, all 64 of them who were desperate to have a light beverage here on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. No, they clearly weren't that bothered about it. They're just going to go, oh no, we don't have a pub. And you kind of go, don't you? Here we are, look. Look at all the places you have access to now. What don't you have access to? You haven't got access to culture. No, that's from the pub. What about from this one? Can you get to culture from here? No. Okay. What about you? Presumably, if you sat somewhere useful, can you get to culture? Yes. I can get to the culture warehouse. Splendid. You've got several types of sport, and then everything. Alright, apart from a hospital and a church. Can't do much about the latter. And the former, we've got ambulances. We invented those. You'll be fine. Right, now, if I can... Oh, this is a good place to squeak in another footpath, I think. No, not a conveyor. As much as the people might enjoy riding on a conveyor, it's really, really not the idea. Why won't you go under there straight, but you will go over there at a weird angle? Alright, that's... yeah, that's a bit straighter. There you are. Right. Now, wiggle this around here. It's all about... Sorry, I went a bit loud there. It's all about the ability to get to places. Yeah, it is. It's that. That's the thing. That's the secret to this game is, can they get to places? That's redundant because they can just walk down the road. It'll save them 3 minutes. And it allows them to walk under the conveyor belt, and who doesn't like doing that? Leave it alone. Alright, I think we're largely there. I don't think we have too much more to accomplish. I think this is just going to take a little bit of time for people to get used to the idea that they can now go out. Obviously only as far as a state-mandated place that they can go out to, but they can nonetheless go out. Actually, giving this block here access to the coal plant's not a bad idea. Right, get to there. Yep, and then get to here. Good. More connectivity, see? Oh, yeah. Fills people full of delight. Oh, and a path here might... hold on. That conveyor belt is saying no to me. Me, the Lord High Supreme Pumbaa of whatever stan it is that we're operating out of. Overlaps with an existing... No, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Try that. No. 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 No, 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 no. Alright, okay, fine. I get that you're not exactly excited about this as a prospect. Go this way. Yeah. You see, I'll show you how it works. Whoop! Hey! It's because you zoomed in quite a bit, you nana. Alright, okay, it's alright. Okay, yeah, there's no need for that. Sling that in there. Get rid of that. Get rid of this bit. That's it. Oh, we did need that bit, though. That's alright. It's okay. It's all good. There you go. That's that bit in. Now, wang everything else onto here. That's it. There you are. Right. And then we've got ourselves a foot superhighway for people to perambulate along and feel jolly pleased with themselves. Right, bit of statistics, then we'll get out of here. Right, statistics. 7,005 population, which is a different number to whatever the population was last time we looked at it. Now it's 703. I suppose everybody's dying. Have more babies there, friends. Hold on, what's this? You are adult children still living with parents. That's because I've got a housing surplus at the moment. Today, deaths 44, births 127. That's the right way around. Religious sympathy is dropping. Good. Sports sympathy is rising. Happiness, max. Food, max. Health, near enough. Government loyalty, need more monuments. Booze. Oh no, that's addiction, so that's a bad thing. Not too bad. Culture. Well, I mean, that's cultural enjoyment, that. So, I mean, that's saying that do they not have access to it, or do they just not like it? And clothes. They have some, mostly. Okay, this is all fine. We got 580, which is actually a pretty good chunk of the population who've got a university education. 50% of the population have a basic education. 3,000, not so much. Well, they'll be the ones riding on the conveyor having a rare old time, and that will be everything they need to keep themselves absolutely thrilled to bits. Right, there you go. I've been Colonel Failure. In the next episode, we're going to move on to a different area and get a different set of beast operational. We'll get our next product on the go. Yeah, blow it up. I don't need to know that. Yeah, and I think it's going to be alcohol. Yes. Now, that's quite an involved process, but I'm fairly certain we've got these guys everything they want, and they've even got a little bit of road at the end there that doesn't do anything, which is great. They're all still complaining, which is great. Yeah, they're all complaining too. What's the exclamation mark about? Is that about people complaining? I reckon it probably is. 2 citizens couldn't get electronics. I've got 2 stores here that sell electronics, and they're both within walking distance. Get out of bed, you lazy git. Right, I'll catch up with you next time, where we will have further adventures here in Failure Stan, or whatever it is. Catch up with you soon. Thanks for watching. Cheerio. Yes, so just when you think everything's starting to become more organised, you bosh in a bunch of bits and pieces all over the shop. To be fair, well, no, to make excuses, there you go. In order to make excuses, I'm going to put some of the blame, at least, on the way that I moved housing blocks around last time around. What I should have done is laid out a road grid first, and then put stuff on top of it, and then everything would be nicely laid out. But did I do that? No, I didn't do that. And so now we've just got bits and pieces all over the place. If it works, fine. If it doesn't work, well, I've got a bulldozer and I know how to use it.